Hike Arizona, it rocks. Hello, everybody. This is Mike. No, I'm kidding. Actually, this is Joe. We have a question from one of our outstanding members, Chris, who had a question about measuring tracks. He wants to combine a couple GPS routes and how he would go about measuring them without having to redraw them on the map. So let's go to the map. His question is at South Mountain Park, which is going to make it pretty easy because there's a lot of data posted here. So I'm going to zoom into South Mountain. I'm going to right click on my map for my context menu, switch it to terrain so we have some definition on the map. And I'm going to zoom in here to about where I think it is that he is interested. He's interested in a Hobart, Kiwanis, out and back. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click over our map again now that we're in this area. So I'm going to zoom in just a little more because I'm pretty sure it's right about here. Right click over my map and I'm going to plot routes in view. I want the official ones. So we're going to get the official routes right here. And boom, this is what I want. I have pretty close to the shuttle here, but I'm going to get rid of that because that makes it too easy. I have the Hobart Trail right here. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to send it to Route Manager. We'll go over that in a second. We have our Kiwanis Trail over here. Click on that, send it to Route Manager. And then I have a couple routes overlapping here. Either are going to work because they follow the National Trail. I'm just going to send this one to Route Manager. And I'm going to go back to my mapped areas because when you do the right click and you do plot in view, it's going to put everything under these mapped areas. I'm going to clear the rest of it. Boom, they're gone. Okay, so now in this Route Manager tab, which is a GPS route editing software built into the map, what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in over here and I'm going to click it where I want to cut it, split it, or I should say, going to get rid of the yellow. Boom, it's out of here. Boom, I still have more. Okay, let's see what's going on here. My route's a little longer. I'm just going to click it over here arbitrarily, split. Okay, I can see what's going on. We need to get rid of that blue. Okay, so now I'm going to connect my black to my green track. I'm going to click it, join. Join right there, because you're clicking on the side that you want to join on. And then I want to zoom in and cut it one more time. Right about there. Split it, get rid of the purple, garbage. And I forgot an important step. I should always be saving as I'm going along so I don't lose anything. We're going to call this the Chris demo. And I'm going to click it again. I'm going to join over here. Well, he wants to do this as an out and back, I believe. So we could just take the data from here and go yada yada yada. It's that that accumulated elevation. You want the accumulated, not the flat. It's going to be about what, almost 2,600 feet, and we have 5 1/4, so you're looking at about 11 miles and almost 2,600 feet of gain. There's a couple other ways you can do it. When you hover over the track, you'll see that little circle at the beginning. That means the beginning of your track. In this little blue pop-up, it tells me we're at 0.26. I could come in here and I could just measure to anywhere in the track, obviously, that I wanted to. We can do this other thing here where we click on the track and I clone it, and it's going to put the new one on top. I'm going to go over here. I want to pull up my first track first, the black. I'm going to click it at this end because this is the end that I want to join it. This is where basically your he's hiking this thing from the beginning all the way around to here. I'm going to click it, and I'm going to click on join. It's going to put it in the background. And I want to join it to this new orange one that I have cloned. So I'm going to hover over it, and when you see that white plus, that's the end it's going to join it to. If I clicked over here, it would join it on the wrong end. I don't want to do that. I want to make sure I'm on the right end. Click it. Now what we have is an out and back. I'm going to go save it before I do the profile. And you're going to see now, when this profile pops up, you can see it's identical out and back. It's a little different. So we have 10.9. Somehow my AEG was off. Well, that's because this wasn't a loop. If it's a loop, it's going to be the same accumulated elevation, but as an out and back, that's going to change a little. So it's a good idea that I cloned that. It really wasn't 2600, it's more like under 2400. So that's how we go about doing that. I'm going to go ahead and save this. I'm going to set it to public. Chris can just pull this up if he wants to. Now, under Files, Public. It'll be there for him. I did want to say that if you're doing if you have an idea for a loop hike in a real popular area like South Mountain, another thing you could do, I'm going to delete right here just to get rid of that. It's already been saved. Still up there for Chris if he wants it under public. Chris demo, right? But I want to show you another thing. This one right here is fairly common. Instead of official, I could click on all routes in view. But before I do that, I want to zoom in. And I want to make sure, I probably don't want to get the National Trail in there because that's a really popular trail. What I want is only stuff on Kiwanis. So now I have Kiwanis going across the screen here. It's going to be routes in view, right? So when I do all, this is going to pull up everything posted. Boom, what do we have here? We have 23 routes. Okay, so yeah, that's a lot of stuff, right? But what I was going to say is there's a lot of stuff named over here. And you can see right here we have a Hobart National Kiwanis box. I know this because, oh look, I posted it. So I could use just that one and get rid of all the other ones. Well, how would I do that? Well, right here, I could click on all, but then I'm going to go back up to my yellow one, unclick it, go back down, click on delete, got rid of everything but my track. Then you could work with that. It's a fairly popular loop. I like to do it several times a year. If you have any other questions, as always, feel free to contact the webmaster. Thank you.